we're back, friends. Another year, another batch of wonderful music entering the public domain. What's up for grabs this year? Oh, before we get to the music, I did want to mention something peculiar that I've noticed. Comments on my videos have been disappearing. 8 or 10 comments over the last 6 months or so. And different commenters each time. I'll get an email notification about a comment, and I'll go to look at it on the video page, and the comment just isn't there. It's not even under the tab that says potentially inappropriate comments held for review. It's just vanished. Or sometimes it will be there publicly visible and then it will disappear maybe a few hours later. And these are not inappropriate comments or obvious junk comments like the ones that say, "Click here to be my boyfriend," and then link to some obvious Bitcoin scam. Nothing out of line like that. No, these are completely innocuous. And I haven't been removing any comments, so either you commenters are getting self-conscious and self-censoring, or you're flagging each other's comments, or maybe YouTube's content moderation algorithm is out of whack, which wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. So just so you're aware, you might be getting memory hold, and I don't have a solid explanation why. Now, let's get on with the video. If you didn't see my public domain video last year, the short explanation is that most countries do copyright by time elapsed from composer's death, usually 50 or 70 years until copyright expiration. Here in the USA, we do it by time elapsed from date of initial publication. And after multiple extensions, that's now effectively 96 years. I'm not endorsing any particular system, although in general, I would prefer it if copyright terms didn't last quite so long. What do you think? Let me know. Anyway, what this means is that there's always some music that is public domain worldwide. There's some music that is just now entering the public domain in the US, which was already public domain in other parts of the world. And conversely, there's some music that is now public domain in the US, but not in other parts of the world. So let's first take a look at what's public domain worldwide. For example, some of Amy Beach's later compositions are still trickling into the public domain. And here's one we just got this year. This is her Tyrolean Valse Fantasy. So this is the introduction to the waltz, and where the waltz really takes off is here. Later on, she has this dramatic middle section. a great piece. I think in her lifetime, Mrs. Beach was better known for her songs, but trust me, you don't want to hear me sing anything. Who else is there? Here's a piece by Vincent Deiny. In French, I think you're supposed to say Vincent Deiny. This is a thème varié, fugue et chanson, which I guess is theme variations, fugue, and song. Fortunately for me, it's a song without words. But here is the theme portion. And here is the first variation. So after several variations, I don't know how many, he comes to a fugue, which makes me very happy. I love fugues. Goes on until he comes to the chanson, or song part, which goes like this. It's a cool piece. Now let's see what else. We have some recurring guests from last year. Here's Ottorino Respighi with his Poema Autunnale, or Autumn Poem, just available in the US this year. This was originally written for violin and orchestra. It's beautiful. This beginning part, anyway, gives some very strong Ralph Vaughan Williams vibes. Also public domain this year is a set of 20 mazurkas by Karol Szymanowski. Now, I actually found conflicting information about the copyright of these works. IMSLP listed them as already public domain last year, but that would seem to be contradicted by the publication date. In any case, they are definitely public domain now. Here is the beginning of the first of the mazurkas. I wonder what Chopin would have made of Szymanowski's mazurkas. So much of the harmonic language is really eerie and unsettling, and I don't mean that in a bad way at all. It's quite interesting. Now, as I mentioned, there are pieces that are now public domain in the US, but not yet public domain in certain other countries. For example, Erich Wolfgang Korngold, best known for his film scores written in the years leading up to and during the Second World War. His music is still under copyright in the EU. So by playing some of it, I might be affecting how visible this video is in Europe. I hope you can still watch it there. But anyway, this is Korngold's Concerto for the Left Hand, written like so many pieces for the left hand for the pianist Paul Wittgenstein, who lost his right arm in the First World War. Someone should write an arrangement of the orchestra part for just the right hand. New project? Anyway, here's another composer whose music is still under copyright in the EU, Jean Sibelius. And his late tone poem Tapiola just became available, or public domain that is, in the United States. This is the one that starts out Unfortunately, like so much of Sibelius's orchestral writing, this one just defies any attempt at satisfactory rendering on the piano. It's because Sibelius depends so much on long, sustained harmonies. You might be able to pull it off on the organ, but not on the piano. There are a lot of other great treasures this year. I've only just picked a few that jumped out at me. Next year is going to be a real party. We're going to get Gershwin's Concerto in F. We're going to get his 3 preludes. We're going to get Bela Bartok's Piano Sonata and First Piano Concerto, Maurice Ravel's Second Violin Sonata, the one with the jazzy middle movement, and a whole bunch of other great music. So stay tuned for 2023, and hopefully I'll be able to post a few extra videos before then. Until next time, this is Ben, signing off.